in every corner of the Philippines, from the rolling hills of Luzon to the historical landscapes of the Visayas and to the tranquil shores of Mindanao. A quiet yet powerful force is at work. This force does not seek the spotlight, nor does it ask for recognition. It is the spirit of the Catechists, the dedicated men and women who serve as the lifeblood of our church's mission. They are the Catechists. These catechists are more than just teachers. They are the guardians of our faith, the hands that sow the seeds of the gospel in the hearts of our people. They step forward in faith, often into the unknown, carrying with them the light of Christ into the most remote and forgotten places. Yet behind every lesson, every prayer, and every sacrament they impart lies a reality that is often unseen, a reality marked by sacrifice, perseverance, and unwavering dedication. Day by day, these catechists walk a path filled with both joy and struggle. They navigate the challenges of limited resources, of teaching in makeshift classrooms, and of reaching out to the communities scattered across the islands. Many do so without the support they truly need, balancing their ministry with the demands of their own lives. Yet they remain steadfast, driven by a deep sense of calling and a love that transcends hardship. In the face of these challenges, our catechists embody the true essence of our faith, a faith that is lived out in action, that bends but never breaks, and that shines brightest in the darkest of times. They are the unsung heroes of our church, standing at the front line of evangelization, shaping the future of our nation, one soul at a time. And now, as we gather for this annual meeting of catechetical ministers, we come together not just as colleagues, but as a family, united by a common mission. This is a time to honor the truths and realities of our journey, to share our struggles, to celebrate our victories, and to renew our commitment to the sacred work we are called to do. Let us enter this gathering with the hearts open to the Holy Spirit, ready to be inspired, challenged, and equipped for the work ahead. For it is here, in this sacred assembly, that we find the strength to continue our mission, the wisdom to navigate the path before us, and the courage to be the light of Christ in a world that so desperately needs it. As we begin this annual meeting, let us carry forward the truths and realities of our catechists with renewed faith, unwavering hope, and a deep, abiding love for the mission entrusted to us. In the stillness of this sacred moment, we gather as one people, our hearts united in faith, our spirits lifted in prayer. And now, before us, a symbol of profound meaning approaches. A symbol that carries the weight of our mission and the light of our hope. It is the bamboo cross, the emblem of the Episcopal Commission on Catechesis and Catholic Education of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, which will be called as the new Episcopal Commission on Evangelization and Catechesis. This cross, simple yet powerful, speaks of our journey, a journey rooted in the humble strength of bamboo, resilient and enduring, just as our faith has been through the centuries. As it is brought forth, we are reminded of our call to be catechists, to be educators, to be the bearers of the gospel truth in every corner of our land. It is a cross that connects us to the very heart of our Filipino identity, where faith is lived in the simplicity of everyday life, and where the Church's mission finds fertile ground in the hearts of the faithful. This cross stands as a beacon, a guide for us as we continue to plant the seeds of the gospel in every soul we encounter. Let us now fix our gaze upon the bamboo cross, a symbol of our unity, our perseverance, and our shared mission. It is a reminder that we are called to carry the message of Christ with the same humility, strength, and flexibility that the bamboo represents, bending but never breaking, always reaching towards the light. As the bamboo cross takes its place among us, let it inspire us to continue our journey with a renewed faith and unwavering dedication. Together, under its shadow, we stand as one church, ready to bring forth the light of Christ to all the world. Across the archipelago, where faith runs deep and the church stands as a beacon of hope, the nation celebrates every month of September to commemorate the great feast of a Filipino saint and patron of catechists, San Lorenzo Ruiz, in a month-long celebration of the National Catechetical Month. This celebration has its roots in the country's strong Catholic tradition, deeply influenced by over 300 years of Spanish colonization. The National Catechetical Month was established by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, CBCP, to highlight the importance of catechesis in the life of the Church. The month-long observance usually culminates with Catechetical Sunday, where catechists are recognized for their service to the Church. In this celebration, catechetical leaders and ministers gathered for an annual pilgrimage of hearts and minds devoted to a singular mission, the spreading of the good news. It is the annual meeting of the Catechetical Ministers of the Philippines, a tradition that has grown and flourished through the years, shaping the spiritual landscape of the nation. As the years passed, the gathering grew, each year bringing more catechetical leaders and ministers from all corners of the Philippines. However, In the stillness of a world brought to its knees by the dreaded pandemic, the voices of our catechists fell silent. And when the time finally came, it was the Diocese of Balanga that answered the call to lead us forward. In 2023, under the steadfast guidance of Father Ernie De Leon, the Catechetical Director of Balanga and Executive Secretary of CBCP Eche, the gathering resumed with the support of Bishop Danilo Presto, Chairman of the CBCP Eche. Balanga became a sanctuary of renewal, a place where catechists from across the nation could reconnect, re-energize, and recommit to their sacred mission. In the heart of Bataan, the Diocese of Balanga welcomed us back, not just with open arms, but with a spirit of resilience and hope that echoed through every prayer, every conversation, and every shared moment. Under the theme, revitalizing the gift of being, becoming, and belonging to the ministry of catechists. The gathering served as a time of healing, of rebuilding, and of celebrating the enduring strength of the catechetical ministry of our Christian community. And now, the year 2024, the year dedicated by Pope Francis as the Year of Prayer, in anticipation for the Jubilee of 2025, with the theme Pilgrims of Hope. And as we pass the torch from Balanga to our host Archdiocese, we do so with full joy and deep gratitude. With the advent of the implementation of Antico Ministerium, the institution of the Ministry of Catechists, under the banner of this year's theme, Praying Catechists, Pilgrims of Hope and Synodality, towards the implementation of Antico Ministerium, our host Archdiocese, rich in history and strong faith, stands ready to welcome you all in this sacred gathering. Here, we will continue the journey begun in Balanga, bringing with us the lessons learned and the bonds forged under the guidance of our leaders. With Most Reverend Danilo Presto, D.D., CBCP Eche Chairman, in the 8 local churches of Western Visayas, with our host Archbishop Most Reverend Jose Romeo O. Lazo, D.D., with the Archbishops and Bishops of the region. Beloved catechetical leaders and ministers, our catmates, this is AMCM 2024, and we welcome you all here in Jaro.